Welcome back to Synox U. I'm Kurt. Today we're here to talk to you about how do I increase my margins, how do I make more money on the jobs that I'm doing. Now I've talked to people all over the country in certain areas where the margins are real tight because we've got a low price point on the retail end. These guys are struggling, and I ask them all. So first question I ask everybody when they're telling me about these issues they're having is, what makes you different? How are you different than the guy that came before you or the guy that came after you well, is it your personal business? Is it your installation practices? What separates you? Now, it could be a lot of things that are simple, and it depends on your market. It could be that you're going to put your hangers every 2 foot. In the market you're in, people tend to want to spread them out to 30 to 36 inches. We know that proper placement's every 2 foot, so let's make sure we point that out to the homeowner. Let's educate the homeowner. Second, outlets. There's a lot of different companies across the country out there that like to put on 3x4 downspouts with a 2 3/4 outlet. Let's make sure that we have the proper outlet for the downspout we're using. So if I'm putting a 3x4 on, it needs to either be the 4-inch oval or the 3x4 rectangle. I prefer the oval versus the rectangle because of water hydraulics. Water will naturally drain faster in a circular motion. People notice this and see it in everyday life every time they flush a toilet. So talk to your homeowners about that if that's a way that you can stand out in your market. Another way is the types of hangers that you're using. What are you using versus what your competition using? Is it different? Does it have pluses that what they're offering doesn't? If so, let's identify those and let's communicate that to the customers. What I found in my 30 plus years in the industry is the more you can explain to somebody why something costs more and have a valid argument, people are going to be more often likely to pay you more if they understand why. So homeowners out there, they don't necessarily always want the cheapest option, but they're not going to give you more money if they don't see any added benefit from doing it. So make sure you're doing things and position yourself to separate yourself from your competitors right off the bat. Another thing that I find interesting and would be a really easy way for you to start increasing your margins slowly is options. You know, I talk to these guys out there and I'm asking them what they sell the most of, and I'm just going to use an example. 6-inch gutter with 3x4 downspouts. So I ask them, are you offering the customers round downspouts as an upgrade? Are you offering them rectangular smooth as an upgrade? And they tell me no. Are you offering them screen as an option? And again, the answer is no. And I ask them why, and they're like, well, my customers don't want that. My question to you is, how do you know your customers don't want that, right? If the customers aren't aware of the options, of course they don't want it. Now the hardest part about doing a bid is measuring the house, right? The rest of it, we're just filling in numbers. So once we've measured the house and we've got our footage, we know how many downspouts we need, most of us have a per downspout price, which includes the downspout, 3 elbows, an outlet, and our labor. And we know what that number is. It's a hard number. Well, why can't we just add on every quote we do an extra line item offering an upgrade to round, offering an upgrade to 3x4 smooth downspouts? Now, do all your customers, are they going to go for that? No. But what if 10% do, right? Then that's added margins. You're doing the same amount of work. You're just giving the homeowner the option to upgrade. We all want to be different, right? None of us want to be just like the guy next to us or just like the home next to us. If that was the case, everybody would have the exact same floor plan, the exact same roof, the exact same paint scheme. We'd all be driving the same car, the same color. That's just not how the world works. Everybody wants to show their individuality. So let's help them do that. Let's give them some options. Screen. Even if they don't ask for screen, go ahead and price it on the quote, because you and I both know it's cheaper for both the homeowner and for you to do screen when you install the gutters initially than coming back from a year from now and adding the screen on. So let's give the homeowners options. Let them decide what they want and show them everything that's available. So if you want to increase your margins, we need to do a few things. One, we need to have conversations with the homeowner, not just dropping a quote off at the door and leaving. We need to explain to them why we're worth more money than the guy that came before us or the guy that's coming after us. We put our hangers every 2 foot. We hang behind the flashing. We're using the proper outlet for the downspout on this job. We're giving them options. Let's let them decide what they want to do and what they want to spend. And I think if you incorporate some of these things into your practices on estimating, you will see a return. Another thing you can do is rivets. Rivets are a simple upgrade. You know, they're going to cost you about 50 cents a bag more than what screws are going to cost you. So let's say you need 2 bags on a job. It's going to cost you $1 more in materials. Let's say your guys want more money to do it. Fine, I understand that. Let's give the guys an extra 20 bucks to do rivets on this job instead of doing zip screws. Okay, so I've got $21 in this. Let's add $100 for the upgrade price to the homeowners. Okay, so for a cleaner, nicer look, we're going to go with rivets. Well, that just puts $79 more in your pocket for the same amount of work. Okay, so options, options, options. Let the homeowners decide what they want. Make sure they know what's available, and I think you'll find you can increase your margins. Thanks. Have a great day.